Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream, and we are underway. We're going to look at Liverpool's latest on transfers, and we're going to discuss that. Of course, Alexander Isak, the big news this morning. Plenty of news on him this morning, and obviously, as well, a winger. So are Liverpool about to make big moves? That's the question. Are Liverpool about to break the bank, go for a big move, and we'll see what happens. So going on to Alexander Isak, I'm currently doing things at the same time. Going on to Alexander Isak, we've just made a video. I've just uploaded a video on Alexander Isak. I'm going to post it as shorts as well. Just to sort of, I've talked about the situation, of course, with Isak, about how Newcastle are with that situation. And I think it is an interesting debate we can look at, because you can look at it so many different angles. And yeah, we can look at different angles for sure. For me, I think that, allowing, just keeping him there is, to me, just mad. He doesn't want to play for the club. I get it in the perspective of, okay, if you let him go, then you're going to be looked at like, oh, okay, so Bruno Guimaraes in 2 or 3 years goes, oh, the project's going wrong, I don't want to be here anymore, I want to leave. Or, Anthony Gordon again thinks, well, if Isak can force his move to Liverpool, so can I. So I get it from that perspective, 100%. Give me just a second, guys. Let me just get the chat up. That's it. We are there. We've got the chat now, so we're good. I just can't see in a world where you'd want to keep him at the club, though. Generally, I don't see that world where you'd want to keep him at the club, but some people will. I think as well. I think we're looking at a potential winger if the situation of Isak can get sorted. That will be phenomenal. I think a winger is also being looked at for Liverpool. Barcola is a name often being thrown around. I think the Barcola situation will be tougher than the Isak one, to be honest, because Isak wants to leave, whereas I don't think Barcola wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain. I think he wants to stay at the club. So, and then plus, they've got that game coming up, and they tomorrow against Tottenham in the UEFA Super Cup, which makes things interesting. But there you go. He'll be playing, I'm sure. I doubt there'll be any situations where he's not playing that. So, but of course, I have got the roundup of Liverpool here. And we are at the 12th of August, so let's go from there. So, here we go. Centre-backs, Liverpool's interest in Parma's talented defender Giovanni Leone. Talks are ongoing with that to bring the 18-year-old to Merseyside this summer, but sources close to the player have said that it's a real challenge to convince him to leave Italy at this stage of his career. Of course, he's developing, he's still playing games. If you move to Liverpool, he's probably not a starter. Of course, Kanate and Van Dijk's there, so I kind of understand it. But it's definitely something to watch. Also in defence, Mark Gahey remains on the Liverpool radar from Crystal Palace. The England international is out of contract next summer, so the Reds could wait for a free transfers, but there's optimism about a deal that might happen sooner if Palace lower their demands. Of course, they're looking for 50 million quid, aren't they, for a player going into his last year of his contract. So Liverpool could wait technically till January and say, actually, we'll give you 20 million now, or we'll take him for free in the summer. So it's an interesting one. I think Liverpool are willing to pay about 40 million for him. They have been given the green light to boost their pursuit of Guehi. And of course, he would add massive depth to the Liverpool side. Of course, big developments with Alexander Isak at Newcastle. The Swedish striker is adamant that his time at St James Park is over, even if a move to Liverpool doesn't materialise this window. Newcastle are under pressure to sell him due to the financial fair play, and Liverpool have been linked with a blockbuster bid, potentially around 130 million. However, sources indicate that the Reds have been dealt a setback as Isak explores other options too, but the dialogue remains open. If it happens, it would be a statement signing to bolster Slot's attack. Now, I don't think he's looking at anywhere else. I think the rumours from that have come from obviously the PSG situation. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he will end up at Liverpool this summer, in January, or next summer. I'm pretty certain. It's going to be a Liverpool player by the end. 130 million. I think 140 million pounds will do it. I think 120 maybe up front, and then potentially another 20 in add-ons, or 110 up front, 30 in add-ons, something like this. On the outgoings, Liverpool are involved in talks to sell one of their stars in a potential late move. Details are still emerging, but this could free up funds and squad space for incoming business. No names confirmed yet, but expected to be clarified in the coming days. Who was that who said that now? That was Connor, I think it is Connor. He was saying that the Harvey Elliott is that star. Liverpool are willing to begin negotiations with Leipzig for him. With the Xavi Simons move to Chelsea. The Xavi Simons move to Chelsea hasn't happened yet. I think when that does happen, that's when Leipzig will probably come back in for Harvey Elliott. And I think Liverpool are opening to sell Harvey Elliott. And also, squad news ahead of the Bournemouth opener. Arne Slot is considering 3 major changes to the lineup that lifted the trophy last season. Of course, he's made big signings and things like this, Florian Wirtz and things like that. So, interesting roundup. So, yeah, really interesting roundup. I think Liverpool they're in a good position to get business done. It's quite simple as that. They've got the money. There is news upcoming very, very shortly. Let's see what some people are saying online. Some people are saying it's mental how easily footballers can ruin their legacy. And then some people are saying, get out of my football club, you rat. That's some of the Geordie fans. They're unhappy with Isak. They don't want him at the club anymore. And Newcastle have confirmed their numbers for the new season. And they have confirmed number 14, Isak. They have confirmed the squad number for Isak. That's an interesting one. Let's see what people are saying underneath that. Someone is saying you can take number 14 off the list. Somebody said they're shocked they haven't gave Isak the number 9 shirt. Yeah. But he's been confirmed as number 14 for Newcastle. So they're adamant they want to keep him still. Let's have a look. See what else is going on here. Another Newcastle account saying the way he has treated the manager, his teammates and supporters is disgraceful. Legacy ruined. Seeing in a way, it's the very, very similarities between when Trent left us as well. I think some people were too quick to jump the gun on that. Apparently, Liverpool and Newcastle are in talks, and they're trying to come to an arrangement for Isak. That's interesting. Oh, interesting. Isak has moved out of his Newcastle home as well. Wow, there's some madness going on. Something's about to come. I don't know what it is, but something's coming about Isak. I'll have to get in touch with a few people and find out what's going on. But something's coming. Something is coming. Very, very soon. Yeah, something's coming. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to get onto that for sure. But like I said, talking about wingers, Barcolo is the one that has been spoken about. Barcolo is the one that has been whispered about, spoken about in all corners of the globe. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to come to fruition or not. But something's coming with this Isak story. Something's developing right now. Something's developing. I think we're going to hear something by the end of today. I'm not sure. I'm going to get onto that for sure. To see what is going on. Because it's big. Something big is coming, I think. Other targets as well, like I said, Leone, young centre, about 18 years of age, plays for Parma. Absolutely brilliant. He's a great, great talent. A lot of Italian clubs are interested. We understand Juventus were interested at some point. And some other European clubs as well have watched him. Likes of Real Madrid have watched him before. Barcelona. And probably some other British clubs as well. So we'll see what happens there. But guys, I appreciate you being here. Like I said, something is cooking in the Isak situation right now. I'm going to try and find out what's going on. Get straight on the phone, call a few people and try and find out what's going on. But something's coming. The situation is progressing. And yeah, we're going to find out. But guys, thank you again for watching. This was the live stream. If you want more on Isak, we have done a video on that situation. We've also uploaded the Watford versus Norwich Carabao Cup preview as well. Tomorrow we've got coming up is the Paris Saint-Germain Tottenham preview. Of course, the UEFA Super Cup between them two sides. I think it is tomorrow, or bear with me, guys. Yes, tomorrow. We've got it tomorrow. So, PSG Tottenham preview coming up tomorrow. We've also got, of course, for Friday, the kick-off. The Premier League is back. Liverpool, Bournemouth, Anfield, the champions begin the defence of their title. And football is back. Proper back. So we're going to get on to that. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the